These videos will make you question everything. So remember, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Places that are forbidden to visit. The Dulce Air Base. To most, Dulce, New Mexico is a small southwestern town. There literally isn't even a traffic light in the entire city. But this small town is home to one of the most forbidden government facilities in the entire world. The only thing that's 100% known is there is a massive government facility underground that is heavily guarded. Speculation ranges from government experiments, weapons, technology, and even some calling for aliens. This is the kind of place where conspiracy theorists can have their imagination run wild. With that being said, there has been no concrete evidence of any of these claims. What do you think's going on? Like and follow for more videos like these. Places that are...
See, I know it's a lot more places like this out there. I know it is, bro. You know what I mean? Just like Area 51, wherever it's moved to now. I've heard of different areas, like different numbers besides 51 in other places. You know what I mean? Like, there are places like this out there, bro. And no telling what they're doing or what's in there or what they have contained in there that we could be having questions about, i.e. UFOs, UAPs, biologics, whatever. Could be in these places.
Found the Epstein Ranch in Stanley, New Mexico. Lots of security cameras and 3 security gates. There's the main house.
Are they serious?
Should we try to sneak in? Found the Epstein Ranch in.
There's another ranch in Mexico? Or is this the ranch they've been talking about all along? Like how many ranches does this dude own? Or did he own?
Guess where we are? The alien capital of the United States. Roswell, New Mexico! Now, I know most of you guys know about all the conspiracy theories around Roswell and the aliens, but did you know that actual rockets and missiles are developed and tested here in New Mexico? For example, this little cool device made by, Robert Goddard, I think it was, and all the science for rocket launches. So I'm going to show you guys a bunch of stuff and conspiracy theories around Roswell. And currently we're at the museum where they have the prototype.
Wow.
Also, did you guys know that the first ever nuclear test in the world was actually tested in New Mexico? And it was 100-ton, I'll show you guys a picture of the article. And it was only 2 years before the Roswell crash. So I'm wondering if every time we set off a nuclear bomb or a missile or anything like that, it sends so much energy in the atmosphere that the aliens or UFOs actually pick up on that and then come and visit Earth. But I want to know what you guys think. But before that, let me show you the article. So, May 7th, 1945, the 100-ton test was actually done here in New Mexico in the desert. And only 2 years later, they have the Roswell crash, which is a whole nother video on its own. And we just went and visited the museum. And I will show you guys a bunch of artifacts on that in the next video because it's actually really, really cool. Guess where?
I want to go there. I want to see there. And I actually want to see, you know what I mean? Believe it or not, I want to see some of the underground tunnels, man. You know what I mean? I want to experience that. That's like seriously making its way high on my bucket list, man. Like to go see some underground tunnels and different things. Stay far away from the cartel, but I want to see some underground tunnels.
Oh my God, is that your phone? Weird. I can't even get it on my camera. Is that your phone? Oh my God, just a little bit. Oh my God, what the heck? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want to get that close. 3. Oh, you see that?
Recording.
Oh my God. What's that, Chinese ladder? Oh my God, that's scary. Oh my God, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna get behind you guys. Hold on, I can't really.
See it?
Is that it? Wait, hold on.
Oh, there's lots. Some of them are on the corner.
Okay, I see something. Oh my God, I never seen something like that before.
Let me see the house, the spaceship inside?
Oh my God, look at this camera. Oh, you're bad. You're so bad.
So, what can we do?
Oh my God,
Nothing
what's that
changes?
UFO? You see this UFO? Oh my God, that's it.
Wait,
Oh my God. I want to get close. I want to get close with this. Right here. Oh my, I don't know. I
what
don't
was
know.
this
Let me
here?
see. Oh my God, look at that.
Oh, look at the
Oh
minute.
my God. Oh my God, it's crazy. Hold, I can't. Oh my God, my camera's not really that good.
That's all she can say is, "Oh my
It's
God."
orange. It's orange. Oh my God.
That's how you know it's real, when somebody say "Oh my God" like 1,000 times in one little 1-minute TikTok video, bro. You speechless. You speechless. And I agree with the caption. The caption says something is going on all over the planet and no one seems to really care. Like, I've seen multiple clips of different things similar to this, bro. What is going on? Somebody say something. At least come out and brief us and tell us it's fake or something. Y'all investigated in this. Nothing. It's something. Acknowledge it. Something's going on, man. This is ridiculous, bro. We hear nothing back from our so-called leaders and ones that are in charge.
Dulce, New Mexico locals witnessed some UFOs and something else.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, you see that mesa right there?
Yeah.
I heard that mesa up there. They said that
UFO?
yeah. I was about to ask you guys. You guys see any UFOs or lights at night?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But people think I'm crazy. Yeah, they say the same thing.
No, you guys ain't crazy. No, I believe that because I watch it on the internet and TV, and
Yeah.
I heard there's the UFO base under there.
Yeah, it's all the way down south.
All the way down south.
Yeah, by Public Park
Yeah.
or past the corner
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. I was going through the area, and me and my friend, we drove up here on the dirt road, and we were taking pictures of it, and put on the internet later, and yeah. But what have you guys seen before?
I've seen
4 lights.
I've seen
4 lights went that way into the mesa, and it was gone. Dang. What did you see?
I've seen a person like you
Mm-hmm.
come up to me with a bright light. A bright light. Like the sun,
Yeah.
but it light up the whole valley. You know,
Yeah.
like daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there, I'm drawing. I'm an artist. Yeah, he's an artist.
Oh wow.
You know. Anyway, I saw that, and then when I turned this way and I turned back around, there's all these people. Dressed and like the Star Wars and Wonder Woman. You know how she dresses.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Superman,
Spider-Man,
and that one.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Anyway, it was all like that, like this too.
Yeah.
Like this, half mask.
Yeah.
And you could see them. Well, I could see them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sober.
He said I was sober.
Walk right through them. I grabbed a fish, you know what a fish is?
Metal.
A knife.
Oh. Yeah.
I grabbed that and I walked through them.
All right, man.
And I could see them everywhere.
Thank you.
Dulce, New Mexico.
He wanted to clear that up quickly, and I was sober. Before anybody get any ideas to wonder whether or not I was, and let me get this off I was sober. You know what I mean? I think we need to do more of that in the areas where we have these high traffic or high sightings areas of UFOs or UAPs, man. Talk to the people. Let's stop talking to, you know what I mean, Congress and different ones. I mean, continue to speak to Congress, go before Congress and present your stuff and all that type of stuff like that. But let's talk to the people. Continue to talk to the people. Those are the ones. Hearing the people speak out. And if we get enough people willing to step in front of camera, and we can do it just like this, not even show his face or nothing, just a voice. Just a voice, and have more people speak out constantly. You know what I mean? I know y'all probably like, it won't do no good. We put out videos all the time and they still don't take us seriously. Y'all got a point. You got a point. But we got to keep trying at this point, man, to find out what's going on. We got to hear from the people, man. More of the people, not just videos.
This is how our trip to Roswell, New Mexico almost ended in tragedy. We decided to stop halfway through at Flatwood Barbecue in Alamogordo, and it was delicious. We then got back on the road and drove 2 more hours to Roswell, New Mexico. We even saw this dust storm in the distance, and it was pretty cool. Then we made it to Roswell and checked into our hotel at Candlewood Suites. The first thing we did was head downtown to the museum. Museum is an educational and visual reenactment of the UFO incident that occurred in 1947. We then walked down the street to the spacewalk. Personally, this is one of my favorite parts of the trip. There's not a whole lot of interaction during the spacewalk, but visually it's really cool. We then drove down the street and went to a McDonald's that's shaped like a spaceship. We even got to sit down inside of the spaceship and eat. I guess I was so impressed with everything around me that I ended up leaving my purse with all of my cards and personal information. But luckily, my husband took the trip back and he was able to get my purse. We then ate dinner at A&J Hibachi. I was a little upset that there were no alien-themed restaurants, but this restaurant was super good.
Weird.
Then got coffee the next morning at an alien-themed Dunkin'. We then walked around downtown a little bit before we left. They had really cool souvenir shops and even an alien-themed candy store. All in all, this road trip was totally worth it, and I can't wait to come back at the beginning of July to go to the Alien Festival. This is how our trip to...
They got an alien festival too. That's probably what that guy was talking about. You know what I mean? Seeing something like that too when he pointed to the dude's shirt and was talking about, you know, what's the character name? Y'all know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, that's probably where he saw some of that stuff from. But I didn't know that. Like, Roswell, New Mexico is on my list, man. Y'all just gotta let me know, like, how safe is it down there? Because over the years, man, hearing about people's trips to certain parts of Mexico, man, it ain't been the safest. You know, we saw those couple incidents of what happened to some people that was down there on vacation. So I ain't in a rush to get there, but you know, I don't travel too many places like that. So I need to know like how safe and how you go about being safe. You know, like when people say when you go out of town or different things, stay on the resort. Oh yeah, we're gonna have these sightings, bro. As long as there's still questions surrounding this whole situation, you're gonna have this type of stuff where people believing that, you know, his whole thing was faked and they staged him somewhere or something like that. Like, people believe that. I don't know at this point what to believe. I don't. Especially with him having all that information on all these powerful people and then he just gone? Nah, fam. It's got to be more to it than that.
So, I work at a comfort inn in New Mexico. And like, you know, I guess you can say I'm a big conspiracy. And you know how people leave things in their room accidentally. So, somebody left 2 books inside of the room. This was the first one. And this is the second one. Can anybody tell me about this person or these stories? Because I have not read them quite yet, but I'm interested. So, I work at...
I'm not familiar, but I would definitely read them, man. I can imagine what they find what people leave behind and stuff like that. Could you imagine what people have found, good or bad? Like, but she probably about to be enlightened by some stuff she read in those books, though. I'll be honest with you. That's what it looked like. It looked like it's probably about to unplug her out the Matrix, too.
Today, I want to tell y'all one of my favorite alien stories. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but regardless, it's a cool little story. So this guy is Phil Schneider, and he was hired by the US government because he was an engineer and geologist, and they wanted him to do some contracting work and be the project manager. He was working in Dulce, New Mexico, with his team doing some mining in August of 1979, and they got down and found this old cavern system. But this wasn't just any old cavern system. Once they got a little deeper, they discovered it was an alien base. Then all of a sudden, the group was confronted by a group of these aliens, the race that goes by the Greys. We've all heard of them before, right? So Phil had a gun. First of all, like, why do you need a gun when you're doing mining in caves? But, like, were you worried about finding something?
I don't think that's odd, though, that you would have a gun while mining. I don't think that's odd. You never know what you could run into or what you may need to protect yourself from while being down in these unknown areas and places. I don't think that's odd at all, though.
But, like, were you worried about finding something else down there, or were you warned that there might be aliens? I don't think they were warned because they seemed like this was the last thing they were expecting. But nonetheless, Phil killed 2 of these aliens with his gun, and they retaliated, and it was bad. At the end of it all, I believe they said 60 soldiers and scientists were killed, and Phil was one of 3 survivors from his group. Now, it's said that when these aliens retaliated, they had some kind of plasma gun, and Phil claims that they went to go shoot him and he held his hand out, but this gun was powerful, and as you can see, right over there, he lost 2 of his fingers. And that's not all. He also lost part of his leg, which I can't find any pictures of that, but I guess we can just take that word. I mean, he's already missing 2 fingers. He's probably missing part of his leg, but that's not all. And he got blasted in the chest, and it broke his chest bone. And obviously he has the scar to prove it. So Phil was silent for a long time, but in 1995 he began giving lectures across the US, spilling some piping hot government tea. And in 1996 he was found dead in his apartment from an apparent suicide because they found surgical tubing embedded in his neck. But was it really a suicide, or did the government, yeah. Today I want to tell y'all.
Yeah. And he probably knew what he was facing when he decided that he just was tired of being silenced and wanted to speak out. You know what I mean? Imagine seeing something like that, stumbling upon something like that. Could you imagine that? And then not only do you stumble upon it, you was attacked. You got all these scars and different things and stuff to prove it. And people still look at you like they don't believe you or you crazy. Man, I don't wish that type of life on nobody. Can you imagine what he dealt with on a day-to-day? Looking at those scars reminds you of it. I would like to believe nobody's gonna tell a story or say something false behind all of this that happened to you that we saw in that picture. Come on now. Not saying people won't, but jeez, man, I feel bad for bro. I feel super bad for him.
Let me free your mind real quick. Stop scrolling. Look at the video.
I'm asking you to take a chance on your own aspirations. I'm not just asking you to take a chance on me. I'm also asking you to take a chance
on your own aspirations. I haven't spent much of my life in politics, which most of you know, but I've spent enough time in Washington to know how much we need to change Washington. I haven't spent a lot of time learning the ways of Washington, but I've been there long enough to know that the ways of Washington must change.
All right, hold on. Stay. Next video. I ain't even gotta say nothing.
Of biased and false news has become all too common on
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
This weekend, the online site Deadspin created this compilation of dozens of Sinclair's local newscasters recording an identical promo accusing the national media of spreading fake news.
And agenda control and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
The video spread quickly on social media, again stirring criticism of.
That's all. You can keep on scrolling now. Let me free up.
That's what I say, bro. It's like we are in a simulation, man. When you see stuff like that, it kind of confirms the whole simulation theory a little bit, man. It's like, man, what script are they loading up into these people? They all operating off of some script, and they giving them the same one. Whoever's controlling the simulation is being lazy. That's what I'm seeing. Like, come on, man. Like, switch it up a bit or something.
A report was submitted to the National UFO Reporting Center showing a bizarre craft. At first I was ready to discount this report as a Mylar balloon, but then I came across this painting from the 1600s that had me scratching my head. In February of 2022, a person was taking a tour of the New Mexico Capitol building. They noticed something out of the window and managed to capture this photo. The witness does not provide any further details. Due to the lack of details in the shape, my inclination was to say this was a balloon, but I remembered this photo of a painting in a church in Transylvania, which was titled, "Israel, Put Your Hope in the Lord." It was painted in the 1600s. Comparing the two, notice the cone point in the center of the disc. Also notice in the painting, there are striations from the cone down toward the rim of the disc. This itself looks like a balloon. Could this be a report of the same object 400 years later? Make up your own minds. A report was submitted to...
Not only that, think about what we just saw with the jellyfish situation. The jellyfish UAP. You tell me you see the similarities. I see them. If you don't see the similarities in this stuff, man, it's because you don't want to. You don't want to see it. And I'm convinced that. And that's cool. But for those of us who are paying attention and seeing, we can see the similarities in this stuff, bro. Like, you cannot continue to pull the wool over our eyes. This stuff is connected in some kind of way. We're convinced. I'm convinced, at least. Listen, man, y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of this video. And stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone.